So we're working on getting these little white areas here, these features here. This side, I'm going to measure in from the side here on the inside portion there, and it looks like it's going to start about right here, and that's the inside of this portion here. And so it's going to start going down in this almost the same direction as our guideline. So this is our guideline right here. It's going to cut in just a little bit, and so it's going to go down. Once it gets down here to the bottom on this, it curves in. Its curve starts about right there, and so that's where we measure up from, and right there, and that's about where it's going to come in and start its curve. So there's the curve, and as our guideline is right there, that's where this portion is going to go up, and so we know that it's going to go right here. This also has a curve. It actually has a jump, so it's going to come here, straight line, maybe to here, like that, and a little bit, and then it's going to start to curve up. There. And so now we've got features that are inside over here, and there's other pieces that we'll be able to add to them as well. And so that's our preliminary thing on it. As I'm looking inside here, there's just a subtle area right in here that's slightly lighter, and it appears to be right at the top of the curve, so it's going to be about right here. Don't know if you guys saw that or not. There we go. Like that. And stuff I've drawn on top of, so I might need to get me another drawing. Let's do this. I have some ovals or some circles in here that are the in from the side here like that, about halfway on that, and so it's going to start like right here, and the width of the circle like that, distance there, and so it's going to be about like that. And so from here to here is the diameter, and it looks like it's got to go up some here, and that means that that same diameter would be probably from about there to there. You can just use your best abilities at drawing circles and know that that's where your light is going to be, like that. It's a little driving light, and then line in is right there. So from the white line in is right there. And the nice thing about it is this circle is kind of also the distance in from the side, pretty similar on that one. And so as we draw the circle, and so I'm just going to kind of guess. I don't want to be exact. I could use the compass like that, and then up is going to be more into here, and then I do my best circle drawing can to create the circle for those lights that are going to be there. Pretty cool. Right. This line, we'll make some corrections on that in a bit. And so now we've mapped out a lot of the area. Maybe we should map out some of the features on the hood as we go into here as well, is mapping these features out on those. So let's go ahead and do that. The distance from on the hood, the part that raises up here, is about that far down from the top line, and so it's not quite. And say that about right in here is where the hood is, and if I take that, I just wanted to see if it were straight. It kind of goes slightly up as it comes to the side. It goes slightly up, not much. Okay, and so there's the hood. We see those dark lines there. How far? Like it's past. If I was to go up a straight line here, mark a straight line, and then I measured this distance right here, and I put it and applied it right there. I know that this is where it starts to go up again, and so this is where the curve. It is curved like this, but it doesn't go up straight up here. You'll notice it actually goes in like this. And it's halfway in between, like that. And then once it hits that rise right there, it kind of wiggles down a little bit. And so that's kind of where our hood is. Now over here, you can take this up like that. That's a vertical. We can measure this distance right here, and so that goes down to here, and so that's where the curve is going to start. It does not go up straight. It goes halfway between like that. And then once it comes over to the inside of that part there, actually, it's more like that. This one I didn't have it over far enough. And so now we have a pretty good placement for our hood. That's kind of cool. What about the headlights? On those, let's measure in this far here from the side, and so we measure in this far here, the distance on the headlights. The interesting thing, you look at the front part of the headlights and it does not exist on that. Measure in here, that's where the headlight is going to go, which is about right. We're looking here, should be about the inside of is where we're looking on that one. Distance between the two is about like that. Right there should be to the inside of this little part here, right? So I'm going to make sure it's about right there. And then under. Like that. And so now I have the placement of my this line here that's on the side of it, it's going up this way, is very similar to this. So that line is parallel up like that with this one. This line here on the inside, it's not a vertical line either. It's still over this way a little bit. I haven't decided how high yet, so I'm just putting in some marker. Is kind of coming up this way as well. Not quite vertical. What I'm looking for on that one is, and it's a white line too, huh? And so it's going to be very similar to this one. Like that. And so let's go ahead and make a measurement right here. How far down is the headlight? And so if we put it down like that, it's right there. And so we can put the top of the headlights right here like that. Slightly rounded. Like that. And we don't see the bottom of them. This one is the same height as this one, so it's got to come in here like that. And so this is just our guide guides in there, and we're starting to make it look a little bit more like the vehicle that we're going to try to finish in with our values on those. So now we have a little bit sharp. I may have exaggerated them a little bit. That looks better. The final thing that I can see that we need on the inside here probably is our little flags is what it is what the symbol looks like that. And so if you make something like this, if you make an X like this, and then have the little flaggy things coming off of those, and the little flaggy thing coming off like this, you're going to actually be pretty close to what it's trying to do. The outline of it, but start with an X like this, and then draw the little flag diamonds off of that one. I think so, since I had our cleanup bell and I need to take the roll still. And so that is, we've mapped this out pretty well. We're almost done with our outline drawing. Accurate on what we've been able to do, to where it kind of looks similar to what's going on with the other stuff. There's more things to draw in there, obviously, but that's probably a pretty good approximation.